Well, family-owned manufacturing company Vermeer is celebrating 50 years of the large round baler, highlighting a major influence on how hay and cattle producers harvest forage. President and CEO Jason Andringa joins us now with the latest insight. And Jason, thanks for your time today. So you're celebrating, as we said, this half-century mark of the round baler. Where did the idea for the equipment come from?
It's really one of the legendary stories in the history of Vermeer. My grandfather was spending time with a friend who was thinking about getting out of the cattle business because of how arduous it was to get labor and put up hay. And my grandfather said, if I could develop a machine that would make a round bale that would then shed water so you could leave it in the field until you needed it, would that solve your issue? And his friend said yes. And literally 6 weeks later, my grandfather went from having the idea to having the very first prototype of the round baler.
Wow, and look at where we are now. So after that baler made its debut, how did that inspire some other innovation at Vermeer?
Developing innovative products has been the #1 hallmark of Vermeer through our entire history. So Vermeer was actually founded in 1948. But the baler was invented in 1971. So we actually had more than a 20-year history before the round baler, our most iconic invention, was invented by my grandfather. So, really a couple decades of experience developing innovative products, then the round baler, and, now 50 years since then of continuing to develop innovative products. Not only related to round hay baling and forage, but a broad swath of different products. And you're showing the ZR5, the world's first self-propelled zero-turn baler. And, we developed that a few years ago and launched it publicly a few years ago. And just really pleased to have the opportunity 50 years after the initial invention of the baler to still be innovative in this space.
I do have to ask, if your granddad could see things now, what do you think he'd say?
Man, he would be so impressed. He passed away a little over a decade ago. I really spent a ton of time with my grandfather when he was alive, and he just loved to see innovative new products. So he'd be thrilled.
So what is the team doing to mark this 50 years of round balers?
We're doing a bunch of different things. One of the things that we did recently, which was really fun, is we shipped 50 balers at once. So we worked with our local trucking partners to stage it. And you can see the beautiful winter Iowa weather there. It was pretty much exactly like that today. So we staged 50 different balers and we shipped them all at once. And, there's myself and some of my family members and other people affiliated with Vermeer waving to those balers. That's one thing. We have a special logo. We're putting that logo on the balers that we're building this year, trying to do some special things for customers. Of course, it's challenging with these times of COVID, but we are incredibly proud that Vermeer not only invented the round hay baler 50 years ago, but, we're continuing to be an innovator in that space and, just thrilled to continue to support our dealers and customers with these products.
And what is next for you guys and the Vermeer team?
We're always working on new things. You saw the video of the ZR5. We're proud of that. That continues to build momentum. One of the things that we did recently, just over a year ago, is we acquired a fellow Iowa manufacturer called Schuler Manufacturing. And man, culturally, just a perfect fit for Vermeer. So we now offer vertical mixing wagons to our dealers and our customers. And once again, another Iowa company, an innovative product lineup. And it's just a real pleasure to continue to expand what we can offer to our dealers and our customers.
Well, congratulations to you and your team on the 50-year celebration. We appreciate you taking the time and joining us. Vermeer Corporation President and CEO Jason Andringa. He's joining us, of course, from Pella, Iowa here this morning.